Explain it.
If you're a student beginning the process of peer review and you're uncertain about what you might say to somebody, I think one thing to remember is that what you're really doing is providing the experience of a reader. If you keep that in mind, you can't really go wrong.
I really like this. It was personal, but it wasn't too personal that it would feel like you were talking about yourself. Really.
I tell students that they get to say, I liked it only once per class. They have to understand that there are collaborators here and that it's important to notice what's good in the work, but you have to be focused and specific.
This section here, I might edit to be a little less inflammatory.
We've all had some experience with peer review that isn't positive, whether that's getting reviews on our own work or being put on the spot to say something when we're not quite sure what we think yet.
There is a difference between saying, this piece of writing doesn't work, and you're a bad person. And it's incumbent, of course, on the teacher to make sure that that distinction never gets forgotten in the classroom.
Those mutual newspapers give the effects of the situation in a way which creates negativity in the reader's mind, but at the same time the document itself remains objective.
When you're beginning to give peer review, what that probably means is you're beginning not only to learn the process of peer review, but you're beginning to learn the process of understanding whatever it is that you're reviewing. That's a perfect time to also begin peer review, not to wait until you're an expert, but to start at that point where everything is new, where you're beginning, because that's when you have the best questions. You have the most capacity to recognize features and to ask about them really freshly.
Do you think that using the term social action to further explain the effect that has on the audience would be a good inclusion in my essay?
Coming into this class, I had the notion that if I dedicated more and more time by myself to a certain essay, that was going to perfect it. But really just one word or one sentence from someone else can open up possibilities for me that I would never have realized no matter how long I spent.